Hello friends, this is Yogesh Bhausar and today I'm going to analyze how did I spotted India defense sector. But before we go further, I want to make it clear that this is not an advisory or a tip or any kind of buy sell advisory. It is just the illustration purpose. How do YTA system and how do YTA system students identify and trade as per the logic and very focused way of trading the YTA system, and how do we help each other to gain confidence. Now if we see, and now I will just tell you how we did defense sector this time. If you see in the month of April 2025, this is a monthly chart and this is the chart of Nifty index defense sector. Okay, now if you see this defense sector index gave a breakout in the month of April 2025. So now when I go on the weekly time frame, it did not closed in the April 2025 on the weekly chart of the last week. What happened? It gave a breakout and it went and closed inside, and then we had a doji kind of setup, which was still telling us that the setup is very clear, or the stock, the entire sector is trying to getting ready or something like that. So what we did was, uh, we just had this kind of a setup, which was the high of this doji candle, and we were waiting, can there be strength from that level, because what has happened is that since we have a breakout of the previous resistance of December 2024, we wanted the resistance convert into support first. So what happened, it gave a breakout, did not be successful, and over here the breakout was successful, but it was very dicey kind of a thing. So we had an inside bar as well as the doji over there. So we were waiting for a strong movement, which happened in the first May month, first second week of May, and then we were very sure, because of what we are facing right now, India-Pakistan war. Of course, the defense sector was supposed to move ahead. So what we had done, if you see, if I open the list and I go deep further inside, I had created the list of all the defense sector stocks. Okay, now how does the system did is that we had a little bit of booking in couple of days back, but in that scenario, if you see, we had solar industry, a fantastic arrow in this area of 11,200 areas, and the stock has flourished approximate around 35% from there. So this was one of a very good trade that was taken by our students and our friends over here somewhere here, because you know what, on the 3 months time frame, if you see, the stock was always in a bullish direction. We focus more on a higher time frame. Even if you see on the 12 monthly, the stock is non-stop, making new higher highs, which nobody sees but we do see. Then if you shift to monthly time frame, what had happened, it went little bit inside our first set of EMAs, and then again broke out the trend line, and you can see we had a fresh monthly arrow. And if you go more further down, I'll just mark over here on the monthly time frame, and if you go more further down, we had a new fresh uh, another arrow confirming the monthly time frame direction, trend line breakout, and we had our stock showing us undervaluation, our relative strength showing us positive, and our buyers and sellers strength is showing us positive. And the main thing over here, what we can see, is how we derived our top down approach from yearly chart to 3 monthly chart to monthly chart, and we tried to align the same on, see if you see, monthly chart arrow and with weekly chart arrow, and we wanted both the time frame to tell us yes, we are going on the same direction. And a lot of systems will say, oh my god, the stock is down, but they fail to tell you is that the higher time frame is in which direction. So we stay too much into, uh, on the outer side and stay in the cash if the stock is going opposite of the higher time frame, and we do not go, let's do shorting over here and all. We try to wait for the right time to enter the stock. The other stock was Paras Defense, which again we can see is on the 12th month it has given a breakout of the sideways areas of this, you know long term, we can say, consolidation area on 12 months, and then it gave a very big breakout and again came it over here. We can again say that the resistance had converted into support. On the monthly time frame, if you see, we had couple of black arrows, but this was the main area where we see that the resistance converted into support, and on the weekly time frame an arrow had come at around 1400 areas. So you could see somewhere here the stock after that rallied again 35% over here. Then there is another stock that was GRSE. If you see on the 12-month chart, again on the 12th month chart, that is 1 year, the stock is making non-stop new higher highs. This is how you should analyze a stock. You cannot just sit on a daily time frame and say, okay boss, here is where the higher high is, here is where the lower low is, and it's making a swing high and break of a trend line. This is how you do not make, multi-baggers. You need to know what is on the highest time frame, 1 year time frame is trying to do, and this is very clear that it is trying to make, trying to find out new near higher highs. Now if you see from here in March, January 2021, the stock made a new higher high, the stock made arena all-time high, the stock again made a new all-time high, the stock is again making all-time high. So every year this stock has a tendency to make a new higher high, or you can say all-time high. You shift on the 3 months time frame, and if you see this 9 months the stock had a selling pressure, but within that our EMA range, you can see there is a very strong pullback, a rejection of the sellers, and the buyers took over in this candle of January 2025. And on the monthly time frame, you can see a fantastic arrow that had came here, over here in this areas, which this is nothing but a small, if I can make a small consolidation zone on the monthly time frame. And it is, of course, when we say a box that is doing a consolidation, and the breakout is always considered as a good breakout, and we could see a nice uh, you know monthly breakout of that trend, and we went on the weekly time frame, and within that weekly time frame we see got a fantastic arrow over here with the relative strengths in our direction. Again, the valuation table is telling you the stock was undervalued. You could see the net income is increasing every quarterly for this company, and this stock after the arrow nearly jumped off approximate around 52%. So what has happened is that if we keep doing this regardlessly again and again, one of the stock was Mazgao Dock. Now if you see again from the month of January 2021, the stock every year is making new all-time high. So this stock has a tendency to uh, get people into delusion ki yes, now it has gone too much high, now 6-7 months they are silent, and they again suddenly have a sharp rally, and in the end of the year they might be considered according to their valuation or whatever. But if we see on this trading value or trading yearly, January 2022, January 2023, 24, Jan 2025, again the stock has made a new all-time high. So we can assume that the stock has a tendency to keep making new all-time highs every year. So now on the 12th month we go to the 3-month time frame, and we can see the stock went on the sideways over here. Again what we say is a box that is created, clearly, like we could see that it is a sideways momentum, and 9 months it's doing nothing, and then people say fine, yeah, enough, the stock from 400 gone to 2400, how much more can it run? That's where the stocks, they try your patience, you know and see perfect consolidation over here. And on the weekly time frame, you can see a arrow which has come. The breakout exactly happened somewhere here, and after the breakout we can see the stock has managed to give 32% up. So this type of understanding simple logics, if I can see you, mo defense, that is an ETF, or we can see a mutual fund of Motilal of defense sector. It did the same thing, gave a breakout, couldn't resist, then came down again, and then it started the rally from May 2025. So it's following the index. So after that, if you see on the monthly time frame, so after the arrow came, uh, we can see on the daily time frame after the breakout, the index itself has rallied more than 15%. That is approximately around 16-17%. The index have rallied, which is not a bad rally for an index. So this is how you can identify first the sector that you want to invest, and then identifying, yes, I like a specific index which is giving me a breakout on the higher time frames, and then you can find out the stocks which are related to those index, and then you can go from the yearly chart to monthly chart to weekly chart and identify where you want to enter the stock so that you can enjoy such kind of rallies. Thank you very much. If you like my presentation, do comment your feedback, and also let me know uh, what else would you like to learn from me. And if you are interested in this YTA system, get in touch with me at ytaschool@gmail.com. Once again, this is just an illustration purpose. How do I see the markets? It has nothing to do whether the stock will go up, down. There is no tips. There is no, uh, you know, any kind of advisory or something like that. I'm not a SEBI registered analyst, so please make sure you take your financial advisor before investing in any of the products. All I can say that this YTA system is an amazing system. Once you get in touch with me, we can talk about the subscription model, and then I will add you to my one of the most active group where a lot of students and I are very active, and we keep sharing our knowledge and the YTA system setups, and taking the trade or not to trade, it's up to you in the end. We do not recommend any stocks in any of our groups. Thank you very much. See you soon, and I hope you will love this video. Take care. Bye from Yogesh Bhausar from the site YTA School.